In June 2014, Derek and Maria Broaddus bought what they thought was their dream home, a stunning, 6-bedroom historic mansion at 657 Boulevard in Westfield, New Jersey. They spent over $1.3 million, eager to start a new life with their 3 young children. But just 3 days later, before they even fully moved in, their dream turned into a living nightmare. In their mailbox lay a strange, thick envelope addressed to the new owner. Inside was a typed, deeply unsettling letter from someone calling themselves The Watcher. The letter read, 657 Boulevard has been the subject of my family for decades. My grandfather watched it in the 1920s, my father in the 1960s, and now it is my time. Who was watching them from the shadows, and what did they want? As days passed, more letters arrived, each one more chilling and personal than the last. The Watcher was not just observing the house. They were watching the family. In one letter, the Stalker wrote, "Do you need to fill the house with the young blood I asked for? Once I know their names, I will call to them and draw them to me." The Stalker knew the exact names, ages, and nicknames of their 3 young children. They even knew which rooms the children slept in. Another letter asked, "I see you have brought contractors. Will the house be pleased with what you are doing?" Paranoia instantly gripped the family. Every creak, every shadow became a threat. Derek and Maria immediately contacted the police. Detectives launched an intense investigation, interviewing eccentric neighbors across the street. One neighbor was known to sit on his porch for hours, staring directly at the house. Another family had a son with severe mental health issues, whom locals nicknamed the Gamer. Police even tested female DNA found on one of the stamped envelopes. But remarkably, it matched no criminal database in the FBI. Derek spent endless, sleepless nights, walking the dark perimeter of the property, holding a flashlight, staring into neighbors' windows, trying to catch the Stalker. But the Watcher was like a ghost, unable to risk their children's lives. The Broaddus family made a painful decision. They never officially moved into the home. They tried to demolish the house and split the land, but the local town council rejected their plans. Desperate, they put 657 Boulevard back on the market. But news of the Watcher had gone viral. Rumors spread that the house was haunted or cursed. Prospective buyers vanished, leaving the family trapped in a financial nightmare, paying property taxes and security bills for a house they couldn't even live in. Finally, 5 years later in 2019, they managed to sell the house at a devastating loss of over $400,000. The new buyers, surprisingly, received a final note from the Watcher wishing them well and stating that the watch was over for now. Over a decade later, the identity of the Watcher remains one of America's creepiest cold cases. Was it a jealous neighbor trying to drive them away, an elaborate real estate scam, or something far more sinister? Who do you think was watching 657 Boulevard? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you love unsolved true crime mysteries, hit the subscribe button and join us at The Grim Files.